Welcome back to the Community Review on Hot 92.3. I'm Josefa Salinas, your host. We're in our series Profiles in Life and Success. We're talking with Mike Jones and his amazing journey of life. In case you missed the first segment, we'll recap real quickly what happened. Mike, why don't you start talking about the seminar that you were at and how this whole process of finding your kidney donor began?
We do this one class where you have to make an unreasonable request, asking for something you would never, ever ask for. Someone said, so Mike, what would you ask for? I said, well, God provides me with all my needs. I don't really need anything. I'm okay. My colleague said, hey, maybe if you ask for a kidney, somebody would give you one. All they can do is tell you no. But I couldn't see myself walking up to a stranger, touching her on her side and said, hey, can I have your kidney?
Right.
Just couldn't see myself doing that. So the person said, well, what's your blood type? I said, I'm O positive. This lady in the back of the room overheard that. So as I was leaving the class for the day, this woman walked up to me. She went, hey, Mike, I'm O positive. Make an unreasonable request. It didn't hit me what she was saying. But she said, okay, I'm walking away. You need to make your unreasonable request. And all I can say was, oh, my God. I said, may I have one of your kidneys? She said, what do I have to do? I said, go to UCLA and get tested. She said, well, I'll go in the morning. The next morning, I'm on the dialysis machine with my laptop and my cell phone making appointments for the day. I get a phone call. She says, hey, Mike, I'm at UCLA. We're going to run these tests. We're going to see what the status quo is, which you know anything in a couple of weeks. I said, okay, fantastic, thank you. 7 weeks go by, I don't hear a thing. 4th of July weekend comes up. She goes, hey, Mike, happy birthday. Happy birthday? My birthday's in May. She goes, no, I'm here at UCLA. And remember, 7 weeks has gone by. She's at UCLA. I said, are they harassing you? Are they bothering you? What do I need to do to have them leave you alone? I know we're not a match, so I need to make a phone call. I'll make sure they leave you alone. She goes, no, that's what I thought. But they said they wanted to come and verify the test that they have found. And what they have found is not only are we a match, but we are the perfect match. We're the only way we could be an even closer match, born identical twins from the same cell.
Wow.
Now, this woman is Hawaiian, Irish, Welsh, German, Italian, and Arab. And I'm just a brother from South Central Los Angeles, grew up in the project. It's now time for the transplant to take place. Now, by the way, the class is going crazy. So this woman that started this mission ended up being the perfect match for me. So now it's time to have the transplant. The transplant is scheduled for 9/11/2001, the day of the Twin Tower tragedy.
Oh, wow.
Remember she's Muslim. So 3 days prior, there's a conflict in the schedule for the surgeon. So we get to push back 2 weeks. 9/11 happened. Her last name is Abdullah. She's being racially profiled. Can't get on a plane. People are throwing things in her yard. She's a 56-year grandmother of 2 at the time, being harassed like crazy. It gets to her point where her own family is asking her, why even giving a kidney to this black guy? She says, because that's what God told me to do. So with everything going on, with the tensions of 9/11, with the Muslim-Christian thing all going on, all this negative energy going on, 2 weeks to the day, you have a white Muslim woman donating a kidney to this African-American Christian in a Jewish hospital with a German, South African, and Jewish transplant team all coming together to give me this incredible gift of life.
Wow.
Which killed so many different theories, so many different myths that you can only donate to someone in your family, in your ethnicity, or within your religious group. We killed all that in one fell swoop. The media went ballistic with this. You got all this negative energy going on for 9/11, and here's this Muslim woman giving the gift of life to this Christian man with a multiracial transplant team all coming together to give me this incredible gift of life.
What an amazing story. That's a movie. Really, that's a movie. There's a screenwriter out there somewhere. Come on, get in contact with Mike Jones. That is a movie. What an amazing story of life and people who have really lived it and know what it means to live life.
Let me tell you one other thing, if I may.
Please.
After I found all this out. I received this gift of life. I have all these crazy things that's going on. Like I said, the media's eating it up because it's a part of the story coming out on 9/11. And remember, I told you, nobody in my family was a match. It was just me it was just my mom and I. My mom passed away 3 days after I went back to work from receiving this gift of life. But she was my rock. She was my rock of Gibraltar. What made it so interesting is as we're going through this, a year went by, putting away all her stuff. And you know how as you're putting away her things, we have the funeral, we give away all her stuff. Friends and family. I pull out the Chester drawer just to get something out the drawer. The drawer comes all the way out. And you know how you look behind the drawer? You look behind to make sure nothing fell behind the Chester drawer?
Uh-huh.
I look behind there. There's something taped out against the back of the wall. What I found were my adoption papers. So nobody in my family was a match because I was adopted at birth. And I was never told. So here I am, sitting down, looking at these papers, finding out that I'm adopted. I have a sister that's a comedian, and I'm sitting here realizing that I'm not who I think I am. So now the search goes on to find out who is my biological family. I call my aunts. Everybody like, no, you weren't adopted? No, of course not. I find a cousin that was out the family 25 years ago, got married, he got divorced, and got remarried. She came to my mom's funeral. I called her. I said, hey, Tiger, how are you? She goes, hey, Michael, how you doing? I said, I'm fine. I said, you know I know, don't you? She goes, you know what? She goes, you know I know that I'm adopted. She goes, how did you find out? I'm like, you just confirmed it. The whole family went into an uproar because the secret was now out. So now my aunt finally comes forward, confesses that I was adopted at birth. My mom couldn't have any children. I was doing an interview on a show for my Kidney Foundation. The next day, this lady comes on the Michael Basin's show, lady who was an adoption specialist who found her sister out of Texas. I had my PR and my girlfriend at the time listening to this radio show. Mm-hmm. He said, you need to call this lady. I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. But I went ahead and sent her an email. She called me back. There was a fee associated with it. I didn't want to pay the fee. Everybody was telling me to go ahead and pay the fee. I paid the fee. 5 minutes later, I get a phone call saying, I think I have a match.
That quick? Jeez.
Huh?
I said, that quick?
Yeah, I think I have a match. Because it was so unique. And she said, I think I have a match. A couple of calls were made. I'm sitting in this office. I'm sitting in my office. My girlfriend calls me at the time, and she goes, I just got a call from the adoption specialist. And she says, you need to hear what they said. So they do a three-way phone call. I'm letting them handle it. They call in. The lady said, well, I called the lady and asked her a question. She said, did you give away a son at birth back in 1960? The lady goes, well, yes, I did. She goes, well, he's trying to find you. Now, my thing is like, look, all I need to know what's my medical history, what's my medical background, and let them know that I'm okay. She said, the lady said to the adoption specialist, all I want to do is just hug him and kiss him. So now you got the adoption specialist screaming, you got my girlfriend screaming, everybody's screaming. So I'm in my office a few minutes later, I'm getting ready to have a softball game. A few minutes later, my phone rings. A lady goes, Michael? I'm like, yes. She goes, Michael Jones? Well, yes. She goes, my name is Margie Bordeaux, and I'm your mama. Naturally, I'm in silence. I find out that I have 8 siblings. She lives in Houston, Texas. In the middle of all this, I'm at my softball game. My girlfriend is there. She says, Michael, your dad's on the phone. I have a dad that's here in California. So I found out I have 8 siblings. I have 5 brothers and 3 sisters.
Wow.
And I met them all in 2007 at a family reunion in Houston, Texas. So I received this incredible gift of life, and now I've turned around and I'm a biological family. And I found out I'm the third of 3 boys with the same mom and dad. And I was given away at birth because my mom and dad could not find a job when she was pregnant with me here in California. And the family that adopted me was in need. One was looking for a son. And I was that son that was adopted and raised as their own. So it just got more and more. This whole domino effect just really kept rolling over. Met my 2 brothers. I'm an avid softball player. My brother's an avid softball player and a firefighter in Houston. My mom's a retired nurse who was also a softball player. So this gift of life has gone full circle to where I received this incredible gift and from my biological family all in one fell swoop. And who would have thought?
What an amazing... You must just wake up with a big smile on your face every day. I know that feeling. I had a brain tumor about 5 years ago, and so I know what it's like to wake up and smile every morning.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, congratulations. What an amazing story. And then now you've started this One Miracle Celebration of Life Foundation. Tell me what the foundation does and what you've got going on.
Okay, well, like I said, after I experienced my experience trying to understand what this whole kidney disease was all about, my thing was, what I want to do is give back to my community and make sure that no one else has to go through what I had to go through. So when I launched my One Miracle Celebration of Life Foundation, it was all about raising awareness about kidney disease, especially from a patient's perspective, and be able to educate our community. You have even though the United States African American make up 12% of the U.S. population, 35% of our kidney patients are African American, and another 22% are Hispanic. And the thing is, we are the ones that are the most affected, yet the least educated. And what I want to do is be able to give back and share that awareness with all others involved. So when I talk to these kidney patients of all different ethnicities, I make sure that they know that there are choices. You don't have to be stuck up in the system, because a lot of these doctors keep you on dialysis because you don't know any better. And you feel that you have this illness, and all you can do is just say what the doctor says and take what the doctor says is gospel. I'm here to tell you, no. This is what they're not telling you. You need to educate yourself, make a conscious decision that you can have control of your own life. And what I want to do is give back and raise that awareness. And that's what I do through my foundation. Now, usually what I do every year is I have a concert. Because my foundation is a nonprofit. I have a concert every year, and this year is a very special year for me because it's my 10-year anniversary of my transplant. I'm going to have a jazz concert in Los Angeles. That's going to be the biggest and baddest thing you ever did see. I'm going to dedicate the doctors in my community that have made a difference in our lives. I'm going to have that transplant team, the German South African and German transplant team. They helped save my life. I'm going to have my kidney donor, Flannery, from Cincinnati. It's just going to be a celebration of life 10 years later. Because what I want to do is to raise that awareness and let people know that you have choices, you have opportunities to give back. I've helped save 4 lives with 4 people that I know that were in need of a kidney and people that I knew that wanted to be donors. And I connected the dots, put the 2 of them together, and helped save 4 lives. I'm an ambassador for Donate Life, organ and tissue donation, because African American and Hispanics are the #1 people that are in need of this, but they're the ones that are the least educated. And the one thing that I've learned through my foundation, knowledge is power, but awareness is key. And if I can give back and help save 1 life, then the dash from the time I was put on this earth would have such a meaning to it, to have accomplished what I wanted to accomplish that must stay on this earth.
There aren't many times when I interview someone where I just really don't, there's nothing that I can even add to what you've said. It's such an amazing story and such an amazing journey that you're on. Is there a website where people can go for more information if they might want to become involved with your foundation, donate to your foundation, come and volunteer at an event?
Yes. My website is One Miracle, O-N-E, Miracle. The number's 911.com. That's O-N-E, Miracle, 911.com. You can email me at Mike at onemiracle911.com, or even give me a phone call, 310-266-4238.
Now,
go to my website. You can click on me to Facebook. You can become my friend on Facebook. I have a link for Twitter. You can follow me what I'm doing in the community. And I have a few events coming up. I'm actually going to be a keynote speaker coming up on March the 9th at the Irvine Medical Center for Kaiser for the patient advocacy awareness. I'm going to be the keynote lunchtime speaker about raising awareness about taking care of yourself, not just depending on the doctor. Be responsible for your own body. Do some things for yourself. Let you know what you can and cannot do. I'm having a conference coming up in March the 9th. March the 5th, I'll be in Inglewood with Dr. Tabazian, who has this project about people that are on dialysis, trying to get them off. Well, about having exercise. And they're doing a community event on March the 5th in Inglewood. So all that's on my website. You can go to upcoming events, see the things I'm going to be doing, special events, see the things that I have done, pictures, interviews, things of that nature. So I would love to get involved. Have people come out September the 9th, 2011, 9/11 weekend.
Oh, that's when the jazz concert's going to be?
Yes, well, it's going to be September the 9th.
September 9th. I love some jazz, so I will be
Friday
there
night.
for sure. If you need an MC, you let me know. I will donate my services.
Phenomenal. I love that. That's what I would like. But yeah, people can stay in touch. Email me, call me, send me a friend request or Twitter. Find out what I'm doing.
Or maybe somebody wants to be a donor. Maybe somebody wants to be a donor.
That's even better. Because I know a gang of folks that are in need of the gift of life.
Very
You're a
good.
kidney patient. You know other kidney patients that's in need of that kidney. We've got a gentleman called me this morning that heard me speak a couple weeks ago that was just blown away and just wanted to know how I could better educate him. And we had a good conversation this morning. And he's just like, well, I didn't know this. I didn't know. And the way the healthcare system is, and these doctors getting fat off the people that do these dialysis, a lot of information is not shared.
Right.
So my thing, hey, call me the Mythbuster.
The Mythbuster. There you go. All right. Well, the website is www.onemiracle911.com. Mike at onemiracle911.com is how you can reach him on email, or 310-266-4238 if you have a question about this. Or go to the website first. Educate yourself. See how you might volunteer, how you might donate, or maybe you might decide that you want to volunteer an organ like a kidney. You would like to donate it. Mike can definitely educate you and lead you in the right direction. Mike, just thank you so much for such an inspirational story, and to let us all know, like you and I both know, that there truly is nothing that is impossible when you educate yourself and really take a hold of your health and your life and believe.
That is true. And the knowledge is power. Awareness is key.
Mike, thank you so much. Mikasa Sukasa, my mic is your mic. You come back anytime. Anytime you got anything going on, you've got a special plea going out for something that you need some airwave time, you come back and my airwaves are yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I sure do appreciate you. And it's been a pleasure interviewing with you. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share my testimony in my forum. And I appreciate all that you're doing in the community. And you continue doing what you're doing. You're such a blessing to the community, and I sure do appreciate who you are and what you do. And I thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you so much. Now, wasn't that an amazing story? Wow, what a profile in life and success. Again, the information from Mike Jones and the One Miracle Foundation, www.onemiracle911.com. You can email Mike at onemiracle911.com or give him a call, 310-266-4238. Maybe this will be the year that you decide to put that dot on your driver's license. Don't go away. There's more coming up next. Latina History Day is on the way. Tommy Davidson's coming to town. And if you're a bride-to-be, you might want to listen up. There's a TV show looking for you. It's all next on the Community Review, Hot 92.3.